Can't repeat it on there.
I'm going to buy that.
You will?
I will buy that, yes.
Yeah, Dave is here from 97.1, Dave Glover. Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
You don't expect that from Samuel L., do you? It's so outside of his character.
Yeah.
So he must have really had to stretch for that one.
All right, so what are we talking about today?
We're talking about probably the most disturbing story that I have seen in 11 years of doing disturbing stories for a living. Baby Man. This guy is 30 years old, 350 pounds, and he's on disability, okay? So what this means is every 2 weeks, a couple of pennies come out of April Simpson's paycheck so that Baby Man can live his life as a baby. And this is his disability. It's not like he has diabetes and he's a baby. He's just a baby. And he used to work at Home Depot, but he had to quit because people made fun of him being a baby. The lady you see there isn't his mother. She is on disability because she's obese, which I didn't know was a real thing, but I guess it is. And so she is his quote-unquote mommy. And he lives like this every single day, diapers and all, and we pay for it.
Are you serious?
I'm
is that real?
Not kidding. It is real.
Is he like mentally challenged?
No, he's well, I mean, he wears diapers, but he is lucid, and he like that. See his giant crib? He built that.
That is just disgusting.
He has skills.
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. Do you think I would? Well, I would kid you. But
I mean,
no.
is it like some sort of freaky something that he's into or something? You know,
you're going to turn it this way, aren't you?
I don't.
You
I mean,
always go there.
That's gross.
Every time I see you, you take it that
way.
way.
Yeah.
I told you she'd do it, Zimmerman.
Yeah, I did. But
She tries to make Baby Man dirty.
That is dirty. That's gross.
It is gross.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one. A lot of people came out to support him and said, yes, I too like to live as a baby. Leave us alone. We are here to stay.
But yet you don't work or anything, so we really are.
That looks like work to me. Yes.
Okay.
I think I'd rather go to work every day.
Yeah.
Bronies, another disturbing trend.
Yes.
Bronies are brothers in ponies. These are grown men who stay home from work and have now started filing for disability like Baby Man because they love My Little Ponies so much and they like going to chat rooms and discussing My Little Ponies, like, you know, the subtexts and plots, that now they cannot work because they've become obsessed with My Little Ponies.
Are you serious again?
I'm serious again. Yes.
And
we wonder why things are going the way they are in our country. Why can't Canada just take us over with like a wiffle ball bat or a big stick with a nail through it?
Those are two gross.
I welcome our new Canadian overlords.
Yeah.
We don't deserve it anymore. I mean, when you have people who are living in diapers and grown men staying home so they can watch My Little Ponies.
I'm just like baffled by both of those stories.
Yeah. Can you finish the segment? Can you finish the show? Should we take over for you? You're going to need some time?
I am going to need a little time, so we'll just send it over to Angie to do news while we take some time.
Good luck, Angie.
Thanks, Dave, for coming in. Oh, come on. I mean, really.
I'm trying to help a sister out.
Yeah.
I'm asking them to, you know, of course, get to me and not on this video because I know it embarrasses you.
Yes.
But, girl, you got moves. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
That is a mess. I'm sorry.
All right.
A man by the name of Milton Hall was shot 40 times after he went through a confrontation with police officials there. They shot at him 46 times, and he suffered 40 gunshot wounds. Now, we do have video explaining this story in greater detail, so let's take a look at that.
He was in a standoff with police and holding some sort of knife. A female officer is heard shouting. If you listen carefully, Hall is then heard continuing to yell at police. Hall seems agitated, but not intimidated by a police dog. Heard on the tape, a witness describes what he sees.
Yeah, the karate stand's about to go ham on him.
Then, as Hall appears to take a few steps, everything comes to a head. Local media report 46 shots were fired.
So this is getting a lot of attention because the case is being investigated very slowly. The shooting actually took place July 1st, and the mother of Milton Hall is wondering why they haven't, come up with some sort of result from the investigation. The question is, should they have shot at him? He was holding a knife. He is seen holding a knife in that video. And a former Long Island police officer says, you know, one of the things the public has to understand, an individual wielding a knife at you at about 20 feet can be on top of you in a split second. The public doesn't know this because they don't do it for a living.
Well, you know, I've talked to some cops about that very thing, and that's a universally held belief by police officers, and I think we have to take it at face value that that's true. And a guy 20 feet from you holding a knife is dangerous. But when you have what appeared to be, 4 police officers there?
There were actually half a dozen police officers on the scene.
There's 6 police officers there. It is hard to imagine that he threatened any one of them in particular. Again, if you're holding a gun and somebody 20 feet away charges at you with a knife, you know what? There's a good chance you're going to miss them. There's a good chance you're only going to wing them a little bit, slow them down. They come at you, they're going to stab you, they can kill you. I understand why one cop would use deadly force in a situation like that. I hate speculating on these stories. I don't think, by the way, an incident that happened on July 1st is a slow investigation. It might take 6 months. This is serious business. The fact that it's being investigated, as long as it's being investigated thoroughly and completely, I don't care how long it takes. We don't need a decision right now. I understand the frustration of the family, but the important thing is that, you know, it's not a George Zimmerman situation where they're like, in, you know, over the course of 3 or 4 hours, they're like, he's fine. He's fine. They are looking into it. You look at that video, and to someone without experience in this, I have probably the same reaction you do, which is like,
that's a little excessive.
It seems like there was a way out of this that didn't involve shooting him. Forget 40 times, shooting him once. He could have died on the first bullet. I mean, you know.
I know, shooting at him 46 times, and, you know, the shooting lasted 5 seconds. It just, there was absolutely no need for that. And I feel uncomfortable as well saying, well, if I were a police officer in that situation, I would have done A, B, and C. You don't know what's going to happen in that situation, and it's difficult to say what you would do. But I do know one thing. There was absolutely no need for them to shoot at him 46 times like that.